Good afternoon, guys. Right now, I would like to tell you guys a brief about my summer internship for my seventh semester. So, first, I'll tell you a little bit of myself. So, I am a fourth year student in Bennett University, and my name is Joseph Anthony. And I was given the position of a data analyst at Cure Infirmity for my summer internship, where I worked in a team of two with one of my batchmates. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you a little about Cure Infirmity. So Cure Infirmity, basically it's like a pharmaceutical company which has three medical stores in Gurgaon. And there were a lot of sales numbers and data that were required to be cleaned up and examined for the firm, which mostly deals with pharmaceuticals. The business has more than a 5-year-old repute and has a high regard in its industry and its in its local area. So, for me to explain what I did for the summer internship, here's a little about it. So Cure Infirmity gave me a collection of data with around 6 lakh rows to work with. The information pertained to the suppliers and shops' daily sales. I experimented with the data I was given out of curiosity, and after taking some action, I learned that the medical industry makes a lot of money.
Go.
When I first began to analyze the data, I saw a pattern where some drugs are sold more in particular period of time and some are sold less in a specific period of the year. This pattern is not defined, or as we can say, regular, since it's always changing. Similar to this, Cure Infirmity asked me to examine the data to determine which drugs were purchased the most in a specific time period, which supplier had the highest margin on the specified drugs, and how much money the specified items were brought in. We were able to determine which supplier they should use and what medication to purchase and what time of the year by evaluating all of the data. There were several inaccuracies in the information that had to be corrected. As I dug deeper, I discovered that some of these problems were caused by the program and others by the negligence of the staff. The faults were so little, or you would say so small, that they went unnoticed during the regular operation of the shops and were only discovered when I conducted a data analysis. I manage the data using Excel, Microsoft SQL, Server Management Studio. Towards the later part of my internship, I acquired considerable expertise in SQL, Excel, and SSMS to be able to work with large data sets, analyze them, as well as provide information and insight on them, such as what might be advantages for the shops and what patterns are being followed at a particular point in time or over a certain period of time. So, this is somewhat of what I did in my internship. But how was my experience to work as so basically we had like we used to me and my friend we used to go for night shifts, and those night shifts used to happen from period of around 8 o'clock 10 o'clock after the usually after the shop used to close. After that we used to start doing our work, the analysis work. So from around 10 o'clock we used to work till like 4 or 5, and the person who our mentor who you working with Mayank Mittal, he was very hospitable, and he was a very he taught us very well, and he was very interactive with us in everything. And so we worked, so this was the first time we ever worked in night shifts, and we realized how difficult it was to work in night shifts, and all of them combined to be a very great experience. So like one of our boss, Mayank, he used to order food for us at like whenever we felt hungry, we used to order food and eat some food, and like even though we had a lot of work to do, we still enjoyed our time together, and we made sure that the experience of working in a night shift was very fun. And the hardest part I would say for the night shift was that after everything we did, we used to go back and continue our lives like a normal college student. We used to go to our friend's place, have some fun, party, and all of that. So we used to do a lot of these things after doing our night shift. So this was a huge learning experience in terms of working in an industry, and in terms of working with data, and in terms of everything as a whole life experience. So all in all, I would like to say that I had a very fun time working in Cure Infirmity, and it taught me a lot of valuable lessons in terms of technical data, in terms of my communication skills, in terms of everything else. And I would like to thank everyone who helped me in this project. Yeah, thank you.